His boss called him a rock star, said it in every meeting, told leadership he was the future of the department. Then a promotion opened up. His boss gave it to someone else. When he asked why, his boss said, "I just think you are too important in your current role right now. Too important to promote." Think about that. His boss was holding him hostage with a compliment. That is a specific type of boss doing exactly what they are designed to do. There are 5 types of bosses. 4 of them will hold you in place for as long as you let them. And one of them, the rare one, will actually build your career. The question is, which type is yours? If you already have a guess, drop a number after you hear all 5. I will tell you how to handle yours. I read every single one. If this is your first time here, I break down the unwritten rules of the workplace. Subscribe and let us get into it. A Gallup study found that 70% of how engaged you are at work is determined by one person, your direct manager. Not your salary, not your title, not the company culture, your boss. And most people have no idea which type they report to until it is too late. Type 1, the ghost. The ghost is the boss who is never available. You send them an email, nothing. You ask for a one-on-one, they reschedule 3 times. You finish a major project and get 0 feedback. Not negative feedback, 0. Someone I talked to had a ghost boss for 3 years. She hit every target, exceeded every metric, never missed a deadline. When the director role opened up, she applied. They gave it to someone from another department. She asked her ghost boss why. He said, "I honestly was not aware you were interested." 3 years of excellent work, and her boss did not even know she wanted to move up. The ghost is not ignoring you on purpose. They are overwhelmed. Too many direct reports, not enough hours. But absence destroys careers. Without feedback, you have no direction. Without an advocate, you have no voice. The ghost's direct reports get promoted last because nobody is fighting for them. How to handle the ghost. Do not wait for them. Force the touch points yourself. Send a weekly 3-sentence update. What you did, what you need, what is next. Make it so short they have no excuse not to read it. And CC someone above them. That one CC changes everything. Now your work is visible even if your boss is not. Wait, this next one is the most dangerous because they look supportive. Type 2, the blocker. The blocker tells you they support your growth. They say all the right things in your one-on-one. But nothing ever changes. No new projects, no stretch assignments, no introductions to leadership. That is because the blocker needs you exactly where you are. If you get promoted, they lose their best performer. They have to find your replacement. That takes months. Their numbers drop. Their boss notices. So they do the math. And the math says keep you right where you are. Give you more responsibility and call it growth. Throw you a 3% raise, maybe a nicer title that changes nothing. This is the utility trap. Your boss's comfort becomes your career ceiling. How to handle the blocker. Make your ambition visible to people above your boss. Send project updates directly to your boss's boss once a month. 3 sentences. What you built, the impact, what you are working on next. Volunteer for cross-departmental projects. Get in rooms your boss does not control and have one direct conversation. Say, I want to be in a leadership role within the next 12 months. What does that path look like here? If they give you a specific answer, there might be hope. If they say something vague like, let us keep building, you have your answer. The blocker can only block you if they are the only person who knows you exist. This next one will make you angry because this type looks like a leader. Type 3, the performer. The performer is the boss who praises you to your face and takes credit behind your back. In your one-on-one, they say you are amazing. In their leadership meeting, they say the team did great work. Your name disappears between those 2 rooms. Someone told me about a performer boss who would send them thank you texts after big projects, told them how valuable they were, made them feel seen. Then she found out her boss had been presenting her entire project to the board for 6 months as his own initiative. 6 months of thank you texts, 6 months of stolen credit. The performer is the absorber from my credit stealer video. Same person, different label. Same fix. Pre-send your work to the audience before the performer can present it. 1 email the night before. Wanted to share a quick preview of the analysis I have been leading. Now your name is in the room before your boss walks in. Make your name impossible to erase. Now here is the one everyone complains about. Type 4, the micromanager. The micromanager checks every detail, reviews every email before you send it, asks for updates 3 times a day, sits in on calls they were not invited to. They rewrite your work after you submit it, change things that did not need changing. The micromanager is not trying to control you because they think you are bad. They are terrified of being surprised. Their fear of looking bad overrides your need to grow. But micromanagement sends one clear signal every single day: I do not trust you. And over time, that kills your confidence, your creativity, and your ambition. I talked to someone who had a micromanager for 4 years. She stopped volunteering for projects, stopped sharing ideas, stopped trying. She told me, I used to be ambitious. Now I just try to get through the day without being corrected. How to handle the micromanager: over-communicate before they ask. Send updates before they request them. Show your work before they check it. When you eliminate their surprises, you eliminate their need to control. Over time, they loosen the grip, not because they trust you more, because you remove the fear that made them grip in the first place. And if they never loosen the grip, that tells you everything you need to know about your future on that team. Now here's the good news. Type 5, the builder. The builder is rare. Maybe 1 out of every 5 or 6 bosses you will have in your career. The builder does not just give you tasks, they give you challenges you are not ready for, on purpose. They want you to stretch. They want you uncomfortable, because that is where growth lives. They give you feedback that is specific and sometimes hard to hear. Not, you're doing great. They say your presentation was strong, but you lost the room in section 3. Here's how to fix that. They introduce you to people above them. They put your name in rooms you have never been in. They do not protect their territory. They expand yours. And here is the biggest difference. The builder is actively trying to make you outgrow your current role, not because they do not want you, because they know that developing you is the ultimate sign of great leadership. The builder's former direct reports are scattered across the company in leadership roles. That is her legacy. That is what real management looks like. If you have a builder right now, you are lucky, and they probably do not hear that enough. So here's what I want you to do right now. Think about your boss. Not the boss you wish you had, the boss you actually have. Which type are they? If you have the ghost, force your own touch points. Send the weekly update, CC someone above them. If you have the blocker, go above them. Monthly updates to their boss. Get in rooms they do not control. If you have the performer, pre-send your work. Attach your name before they can erase it. If you have the micromanager, over-communicate. Remove the surprises. The grip loosens when the fear stops. And if you have the builder, tell them. Because most great bosses never hear it, and they deserve to. If this video made you realize which type your boss is, share it with a coworker stuck under the same one. Drop a comment. Which type is your boss? 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5? I read every single one. I am Jordan. I will see you in the next one.